Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is Before you try to master a social media platform, you need to do this. Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi everyone, if you've not subscribed already, today's topic, before you try to master any social media platform, you need to do this. Let me explain who I am if you're new to the channel. My name is Pitt. I help B2B business leaders with content strategy, content creation, and social media management. I get a lot of inquiries from new prospective customers, clients, saying, how can we dominate LinkedIn? How can we dominate Twitter? How can we be super effective and impactful in a short space of time on Instagram, on YouTube? And I always start by explaining to them that those social media platforms, and I've included YouTube in that descriptor as a social media platform. Those social media platforms work well once you have achieved the first task, and the first task is to have a defined content strategy. You need to create content on a regular basis, whether that's on your blog, company blog, and I suggest that your online portal, your company website should be the place where your content is originally uploaded. So you upload to your company blog on a weekly basis at least. So that's once, that's 52 blog posts a year. You're creating content. Brilliant. Then you can start to use the same content on LinkedIn. You can distribute links to your content on Twitter, and you can make videos relating to your content on YouTube. But the starting point was the fact that you have a content strategy. You can't go and use any tricks or techniques on LinkedIn or on Twitter to try and get more engagement if you haven't got really any content, because you'll be getting engagement on curated content, i.e. other people's content. That's not as good as obviously getting engagement, replies and questions and comments on your own content. So content strategy comes first. You must be creating content. I've looked at websites from people I've been talking to, and sometimes they only have a few blog posts. You can't really, if you aspire to a position of thought leadership, you want to be well acknowledged in your sector, you can't just have a few blog posts. You can't just have a couple of white papers. You need to be creating lots of content, and when people visit your website, they need to look at the titles and say, wow, I need to read that, or I'm going to bookmark that, oh, that's very good, oh yes, I've been struggling with that, let me have a look at that. When you're getting that sort of response from your prospects, you're more likely to start to get greater engagement on your social media platforms. So there's no shortcut. You can't just go on LinkedIn or take a LinkedIn course or take a Twitter course and then suddenly dominate those platforms, because without the habit and the reputation built from original content, you're not going to be able to do that. That's the answer. It's not what everybody wants to hear, but you need to create content. If you can't create content yourself because perhaps you're engineers or you're architects, or you don't have writers within your company, that's fine. Outsource the task of creating original content. When you do that, the content that you distribute via LinkedIn, via Twitter, via YouTube will start to build your reputation. You build your reputation contingent on the fact that your content is solving problems that your prospects, your customers, potential customers have. They search on Google, and obviously there are other search engines available for problems that they're having. When people are searching on Google, and there are other search engines available, of course, they search for a specific question or problem that they're struggling with. You need to write articles that answer those problems and those questions, and in that way your content delivers value to your prospects. That is the essence of content marketing. You're not writing just about your company's achievements. You're looking for problems that you can find on either by going through Google or using a tool like BuzzSumo to find the highly searched terms, and then you answer those in your content. When you answer them, people will read your article, click through to your website and think, oh, okay, what products and services does this company have? Because I was looking for an answer to problem A, and they've solved that for me. So that's brilliant. What else can they do for me? That's the essence of content marketing. So before you seek to dominate on LinkedIn or Twitter or YouTube, make sure that you're finding the queries that your audience have and you're solving them in your content. Then what happens, you get lots of inbound leads, people coming to you because they've read an article, they've watched a YouTube video, or they've seen a tweet. This happens to me on a weekly basis. Somebody will say, instead of let me explain with some detail. I used to think that people would watch a video. I imagine that people would watch a video and then in the comments section they would say, oh, can you help me with this? And they do that sometimes, but generally people want to be a bit more discreet, so perhaps their colleagues, they don't want to alert their colleagues or their competitors that they need help with a particular problem. So what they tend to do is watch the video and then send me a LinkedIn message saying, oh Mike, I loved your video on X, Y, and Z, can you help us with that? Leads are coming in every week because of that. So YouTube is a massive lead generator for my business, Marketing Fundamentals Limited. LinkedIn is probably the next one. We're on LinkedIn every weekday. Obviously I'm posting original content. I have almost 600 articles on the marketingfundamentals.com website, so that's a lot of original content. Also getting towards 400 videos on YouTube, the channel you're watching now. So that's where the work is put in. That's where you do the hard yards. And then when you've got a body of content, and if you're starting from scratch, I'd say 50 posts, 50 blog posts or 50 videos is enough to show that you have authority in that sector, to give you a good reputation, and for people to start approaching your company because of your expertise. So I think if you can get to 50 quite quickly, 50 blog posts or 50 videos, you're in a position of some authority, because a lot of people, most websites and most company websites that I look at on a daily basis in response to queries and questions, they don't have that. They don't have 50 blog posts. The large majority don't have 50 blog posts. The large majority don't have 50 videos. So get to that point and then your authority will start to shine through. This is a step that you have to do before you can be perceived as an expert or dominate LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. Hope this has been useful to you. It's a reminder about the fundamentals, and I think sometimes people forget this when they see the latest technique or the latest hack on a particular social media platform, and they think that this is going to help them achieve success. No, you've got to go back to the fundamentals. Content first. Think content first, and you're going to be achieving that success that you crave and that you need a lot sooner. Thanks for watching all the way. If you've liked this video and the value that I've given, please give me a like. Click on one of the shots to watch another video. I look forward to speaking to you next time. If you haven't subscribed already, thanks. Until next time, bye bye.